Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praise, glory, honor goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai for giving us this truth. Double honor to all the elders, teaching on the four corners of the earth, teaching in truth and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. Brother Khan from the South, the Lions of Judah, just around here in Chicago. To you, I say shalom. Coming at y'all with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The title of this video is going to be titled, Protect and Keep Your Oil. All right. You must protect and keep your oil. The oil represents the knowledge and truth of the Bible. Okay, so if you lose your oil, it's synonymous of losing your understanding of this book. All right, and we're fresh off Passover, and the Lord is going to sift a lot of Israelites out of the truth. All right, and nobody is exempt from being sifted out of the truth, man. This goes for myself. You know, this goes for anybody that's not applying themselves and is occupied in the meditation of these scriptures, man. All right, so this can happen to anybody, but title of this video is going to be titled, Keep and Protect Your Oil. All right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 20, and it reads, There is treasure to be desired and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man spendeth it up. All right. So when you spend up your oil, that means that your understanding of the Bible is far away from you, man. That means you lose the understanding of this book. Okay. And then you start dwindling into different philosophies and different books and stuff like that. So the oil is the knowledge of the Bible. So if you spend your oil up, all right, you just misusing your oil, then you're gonna fall out the truth, man. You're gonna get bored with being a Israelite, because you are an Israelite by birth, but you're gonna be bored with it, and you're gonna not want to do the things that you normally do. All right, which is right in the sight of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1, and it reads, Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps. All right, so the lamps is the commandments. The oil in the lamp is the commandments, the law, statutes, commandments. It's saying, went forth to meet the bridegroom, and 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. Verse 3, they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. All right, so it's just like you just rocking the fringes. All right, you just not paying attention to the prophecies. All right, you're not keeping under the commandments, and you calling yourself an Israelite. All right, that's a definition of you being foolish, in the definition of you not having no oil in your lamp. All right, so you know what I'm saying, you don't want to sleep on this truth, because the Lord could catch you with your pants down. Okay, you could be caught out there with your pants down because you're not watching for prophecy. So that's why we must stay on fire for this word, because the Most High, he could take this truth away from you and then void your understanding. And guess what? You don't remember precepts. All right, you don't know how to properly, you know what I'm saying, break down scriptures anymore. You don't want to go out there and teach anymore. All right, you don't even want to keep the feast days anymore. All right, you smiting your servants. All right, all these is a part of falling out the truth and losing your oil. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23, and it reads, For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instructions are the way of life. All right, so if you stop getting reproved and corrected, all right, then what the scriptures say, a sinful man will not be reproved, man. Okay, so when you start rejecting the reproof, that literally means that you're losing your oil. All right, you're in jeopardy of losing the oil of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, but to regain the oil is what? Let's show you how to regain the oil. One of my favorite precepts, Psalms 119. This how you can regain your oil from it being lost. Psalms 119, verse 9, and it reads, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. All right, so when you take heed to the word, then you are regaining your oil. But if you don't want to listen, all right, then you consider the 5 virgins that had no oil, that was foolish. Luke chapter 18, verse 8, and it reads, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? All right, so shall Yahweh find faith on the earth? All right, so faith is even before keeping the commandments and laws, statutes, commandments. So if you don't have faith in Yahweh, it's impossible to please the Most High, Yahweh. So it's a combination of faith with the works. What's the works? Keeping the commandments, the laws, statutes, commandments, which is the lamp and the oil. All right. So let me get some more precepts. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1, and it reads, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. All right. So if you ain't got no lamp to guide you, all right, through a forest or through a tunnel, you could possibly die. All right. Because you have to see to be able to know which way you're going. All right. So if you don't have it, then you're in jeopardy. Okay. It's the book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 26. And it reads, even the mystery which have been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints. All right. So the Israelites are the saints, man. All right. So who the kingdom is given to? The saints. Let's prove that. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 44. And it reads, and in the days of these kings shall the God Yahweh of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. All right, so it shall not be left to other people. All right, but who is it for? It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18. And it reads, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever. All right. So the kingdom of heaven is for the saints, the Israelites. You could read about them in the book of Revelation when the saints go marching in, that 144,000. All right. So if you use up your oils, all right, then you're not going to make it. Okay, so like I was just trying to hear who was that walking past, but yeah, if you use up your oil, then you're not gonna make it. Let's get a couple more precepts. It's the book of John, chapter 15, verse 14. St. John. Verse 14, and it reads, ye are my friends if ye do whatsoever I command you. All right, so we trying to be the friends of Yahweh, man. We want to be the friends of Yahweh. When he make his second return, he'll know us, man. He'll know us by our works. All right, not by just the words that we was kicking. All right, because there's a lot of brothers out here who talk a good game, but they not doing the work. All right, they talking, but they not doing the will of Yahweh Shai. All right, and those brothers need to get on fire, you know, for the Lord, so they can make their calling and their election sure. All right. 1 John chapter 2, verse 20, and it reads, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and ye know all things. All right. So what's all things? We know the truth, man. We know we got to be doing the commandments and occupied in prophecy. Thus saith Sirach 39, verse 1. Okay. So we have an unction from the Holy One because we know all things pertaineth to the truth. Okay. So we know all things. And we're trying to, do the best we can to be a part of that number. All right, this is the book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 6. And it reads, he answered and said unto them, well has Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, this people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. All right, so we don't want to have Yahushua saying that when he make his second return. All right, we want to be the friends of Yahushua. All right. We don't want to be deemed as a hypocrite and someone who settled on their leads, okay? Because Yahushua, our master, he's looking for us to be obedient, all right? He's looking for us to do everything that he commanded, all right? So let me get a couple more precepts. Hold on, Salakia. Revelations 22, verse 14. And it reads, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. All right, so you might say, you brung out a lot of precepts, but you didn't go into the law. All right. When we're out there teaching, if Jake ain't trying to hear, we not finna deal with him, man, because the Bible tell you to cast not your pearls before the swine, all right? So if they're trying to hear the words, we can go into the law, all right? Because it's levels to this truth, all right? You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to this truth, man. We not finna just go out there and teach a bunch of Jakes who's inebriated or intoxicated, man, or who's scoffing at the word. So we're not going to cast the pearls before swine. All right, we just going to we're going to tell them to keep going. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17, and it reads, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. All right, so repent. All right, we're living in a lot of time. We're living in the end time prophecy where they finna come with the cashless society, the MOB. All right, all hell and chaos is about to break loose. All right, Babylon is on its last leg. The Federal Reserve note is not worth anything. All right, it's going to be more famine, food shortages. Everything is going to be intensified and is going to be amped up. So with that, I hope this video is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. With that, Shalom.